Good Sunday afternoon to you. I'm Storm Surge 7 meteorologist Brian James. Well, here we go, and we do have a powerful winter storm headed our way. Blizzard warning already in effect. I'll talk about the blizzard warning coming up, the timing of when the snow is going to happen. We'll look at some of the snowfall accumulations, but remember, listen to my voice. Don't just look at the images because the models tend to overdo some of the snow totals. That's not to say they're not completely out of the realm of possibility, but some of the models are showing some pretty hefty snowfall amounts, and I'll get to that coming up. Let's take a look at what's going on right now. Looking at the radar, live max radar, and you can see some snow already starting to show up back across northwestern parts of the high plains into northeastern New Mexico, south of Clayton, north of Tucumcari. Cold front has dropped into the area. We had a high in the 60s earlier today. We're now back down in the 40s, and we will continue to drop as temperatures across northern parts of the high plains already down into the 30s. Cold air is going to continue to work its way in as this upper level storm moves into the area. Okay, let's show you what's going to happen with this storm. We're looking at right now about, say, about 5 o'clock this afternoon into this evening, and you can see most of the snow still sitting back to the west, but keep in mind we already have a little bit of snow showing up east of here, so this storm may be already a touch ahead of schedule. And as we head through tonight into this evening, you're going to see some snow start to develop here in the central panhandle as well. So as we head toward, this is about say about 7, 8 o'clock in the evening, you can see the snow already encompassing from Guyman to right around Amarillo, and then down I-40 toward Tucumcari, pretty much to the north and to the northwest from there. And as we head through the rest of the night tonight, you'll see just the snow just really start to pick up in intensity and coverage. Look at these dark blues showing up. That's going to be heavy convective snow. I would not be surprised to have some thunder snow, but on top of that, we're also going to have winds between 25 and 35 miles an hour, and some of the wind gusts may be 50 to 60 miles an hour overnight tonight. That means blowing snow. That means drifting snow. That means near zero, if not zero, visibility overnight tonight. True blizzard conditions. I'll get to the definition here in a second because we don't have a blizzard warning very often. A lot of people don't know what the definition is, so I'll show you that coming up. But as we head through the day tomorrow, and by the way, let me advance to roughly around say 7 o'clock in the morning, you can see the heavy snow from Guyman over to Beaver, including Canadian, back towards Stratford and Dalhart, definitely includes Amarillo, all the way down to the southeastern panhandle around Claude and Clarendon, all the way down to Silverton as well, then stretches all the way back to Tucumcari and Clovis too. So most of the high plains, if not all the high plains, will definitely feel the effects of this powerful winter storm heading our way. Now as we head through the day, look at the bands of snow continue to push in from the east and push back toward the west. A lot of moisture coming up from the Gulf of Mexico out ahead of this storm system, and all of it's getting pulled up and then over and around into this area, into our area, and that means we will continue to see those waves of heavy snow continue to pull in with this storm. This is just going to be one of those powerhouse storm systems that is coming at us just right to give us a whole bunch of Gulf of Mexico moisture and a lot of cold air already in place. Those are the ingredients you need to get the snow going. Then with that storm developing on top of us, that's what's generating the strong winds too. And look at the areas of snow just keep coming as we head through the afternoon. This is about noon, and you can still see the heavy snow. It is starting to pull off to the east, and the back edge of the snow is in the eastern New Mexico and northwestern parts of the high plains. As we head through the rest of the day, you'll see the snow continue, but eventually you start to pull off to the east, and by 6 o'clock tomorrow evening, right here, we still have a few leftover snow showers, but the overall trend is for things to be a lot quieter. So we will start to see things improve late in the day and through the day tomorrow, and you can see the rest of the storm eventually pulling out as we head toward tomorrow evening. This does taper off. Let's see. The last frame I have is about 9:30 in the evening, Monday evening. So even then, perhaps a few lingering snow showers. Now, I'm going to show you some of the forecast totals from this computer model run that we just looked at in terms of the track and the areas of heavy snow. This is what it's showing, and this is going to be kind of scary to look at and think about because some of these shades of yellow that you see to the northeast of Amarillo, that would, in theory, be between 24 and 30 inches, and some of these pockets of orange showing up between 30 and 36 inches. Again, I think this is way overdone. Please hear me as I say this. I think it's overdone, but I do think a broad area of 8 to 12 inches of snow is a pretty good bet for pretty much the northern half of the high plains. There will be some isolated heavier totals that could be approaching 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet in a few isolated areas if we get those heavy convective bands of snow to form. and that's just the snow itself. That's not talking about the blowing and drifting of snow that will be happening. I'm also going to back you up a little bit to the previous model run, which showed a little less snow, and then the model run before that showed even less snow. So from going from the oldest computer model to the newest one, there's definitely an increase in the amount of snow that this computer model is showing for us. That doesn't necessarily mean that's going to happen, but some of the models are indicating a good band of snow that could be in excess of a foot in many areas. So please plan accordingly, just in case we do happen to get that much. And if we do, roads are going to be impassable for several days, not just on Monday and not just on Tuesday. It's going to take several days for us to dig out. Okay, with all that said and done, blizzard warning is in effect for most of the Texas and Oklahoma panhandles. There's a winter storm warning in the far southern row. That's down closer to Lubbock, but also a winter storm warning for Union County, and then we also have blizzard warnings in effect for Quay, Curry, and Roosevelt counties. That blizzard warning also goes into western parts of Oklahoma, southwestern parts of Kansas, and southeastern Colorado. So we're not going to be the only ones dealing with this storm. It is going to be far-fetched. It's going to cover a large area. I wanted to show you that definition of what a blizzard is. Here it is right here. Is issued with a combination of strong winds averaging or frequently gusts to or above 35 miles an hour with very low visibility due to snow, blowing snow, or falling snow. In this case, we're going to have both, and we're certainly going to have the winds in excess of 35 miles an hour. I think during the day on Monday, winds between 30 and 40 miles an hour. Some of the wind gusts could easily be 50 to 60 miles an hour. These are the most dangerous winter storms and can especially be severe when combined with temperatures below 10 degrees. Our temperatures aren't going to fall that low, but this is definitely going to be a dangerous storm. You have to have pretty much put your travel plans on hold for the day Monday and probably even Tuesday. I think I-40 west out of Amarillo and even east out of Amarillo is probably going to be shut down in town. And probably some of the arteries going north and south as well. 287 will likely be closed going north out of Amarillo and down south. Highway 27, I-27 will probably be closed going south toward Lubbock too. The worst affected roads, though, are going to be east-west oriented roads like I-40, because the snow's going to be blowing across. And the plows aren't going to be able to do much with this, given the fact that when you try to plow the road, and with the strong north winds behind it, the blowing snow just goes right back over as soon as they plow, and it covers it right back up. So you get the idea. It's going to be a headache for the next several days. Please make your plans and the necessary precautions before this storm does move in later on this afternoon on into this evening. Of course, stay tuned to Storm Surge 7. We'll have more updates coming up on Pro News 7 at 5:30 and 10 o'clock tonight, and I'll have more updates on Facebook and Twitter as well. So just be careful out there. Don't travel if you don't absolutely have to. Just make your preparations now and then get ready to sit and watch the storm. We'll keep you posted. Hope you'll join us.